Hello, you glorious, magnificent men of the Good Men Project. Allana Pratt here, your intimacy expert and relationship coach, also known as relationship healer to some. I want to tell you about 3 ways for you to be a noble badass. First, get into your body. Probably self-explanatory, but if not, a lot of men operate from the chin up, thinking, strategy. How do I be safe? How do I look good? How do I do it right? How do I not get hurt? Not attractive. There's nothing to you. We can't feel you. Now, below the chin, we feel you. Below the chin, you are grounded and present, and you can handle whatever comes up. It's kind of like that James Bond thing or that Indiana Jones thing. I know those are characters, but the idea is there's a way about you that makes you so irresistible and attractive. Some ways to get there. Martial arts, think about it, being on the dojo mat all in your head and freaked out and stiff, you're going to get your ass kicked. But if you're loose and you're present and you're like, bring it, that kind of energy. Surfing, I mean, if you freak out on the board, you're going to fall off. The wave is going to kick your ass, right? But there's that sweet spot. It requires you being in your body. And here's the key. Men cannot be in their body if their heart is wounded because it hurts. And they haven't processed whatever that wound was. So they stay up in their head. Sometimes they can even bypass and go straight down into their pelvis and be in their body that way. But because the heart is not connected and they don't have a full body holistic experience, they come across as slimy, sleazy, a player. Okay? So it's very important to be in your body, that your heart is healed and that you're integrated. Number 2 on how to be a noble badass is once you're in your body, I want you to penetrate the woman energetically, okay? With your eyes, with your heart, and with your, pelvis. We'll just call it pelvis. This is still, I don't think I'm allowed to swear or say too many body parts on these videos. So anyways, again, when you look at us and you can really see who we are, body, mind, and spirit, the whole thing, see us, okay? Simultaneously feel us through your heart. Feel like, oh, wait a second, I just noticed that when she was sharing that, her sort of cheek went up a bit and her eyes got a little sparkly. Say it. Feel into us. Hey, I noticed you kind of got excited there when you shared that. Tell me more. For a man to feel that and see that, hot. Next, penetrate us with your pelvis, with your sexual energy, okay? Otherwise, you're going to be in the friend zone, the nice guy, okay, your whole life. Don't lead only with your pelvis, okay? That's going to be slimy, but you can't just lead with your heart or you're that nice metaphysical guy, okay? It's like a full-bodied penetration of us. Very, very hot, noble, badass, for sure. Number 3, embrace your vulnerability. What do I mean by that? We don't want a perfect man. Or we have to be perfect, okay? Think about it. If we want to be a queen, if we're choosing to be a queen and we're looking for our king and you're showing up as that noble, badass king, some days you're going to claim us, against the cupboards in the kitchen or right in the laundry room, or just like do us the way we want to be ravished by a noble man who's got his heart connected, okay? That's part of you being a king. However, other times the king has had a crappy day. People have been unkind, betrayed him. Shit's gone down. And what that king can do, if he's embracing his vulnerability, is come home and lay his head on the breast of his queen. That doesn't mean you're weak. And a woman that makes you wrong for that, I say, isn't a queen. Because there's a part of the feminine that's healing and tender and nourishing that we want to be able to give you. And so if you can be that as well, maybe not every day, but when it's real, when it's authentic, when it's appropriate, be able to put your shield and your sword down and just snuggle into the arms of your queen. That allows an intimacy and a connection and a trust and an honesty and a depth that will make you oh so valued, will awaken her desire to be devoted to you, and will feel good to you that you're real and you don't have to keep it all together, because that's not real. If in the moment you don't have a partner, a queen to be able to be this vulnerable with, I invite you to let me be your queen as your coach, as your relationship coach, because every man requires his heart to be loved unconditionally, not judged, in order to alchemize whatever these, challenging life lessons are. So I'd like you to consider that. And as you get to know me, I invite you to my website, allanapratt.com. You can sign in there. I have an amazing radio show, a very juicy weekly newsletter for you. And you can also go to gethertosayyes.com, where there is a free report for men. And these are just a few of the many, many tips and tools and strategies and insights and wisdom that I have for you. Because I know when the planet is full of noble, badass men, like this Good Men Project is, bringing forth in the world's going to work. The world's going to work. And I inspire you to do your part. And I'm so grateful and privileged to have this time with you. Until next week, all my love.